Hey there. If you are seeing this, that means that I have managed to post this video online and start my social media efforts at trying to document my life and what I'm working on to kind of catalog and chronicle what I'm doing, the progress I'm making, hopefully, and possibly, who knows, share information and inspire other people. It's a little bit late right now, coming up on evening on a rainy day. I'm out for my daily walk with my dog. Where did she go? There she is. And I still have half of the walk to go to get back to my car. I don't know if the rain's going to start up again or when the light's going to fail. But yeah, I'm going to keep this short. Just trying to get the momentum started with trying to encourage myself to share this content. In a nutshell, I have some significant health problems that I wasn't aware that I had, and I'm only just now starting to figure out, what to do about them. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get this posted and how much more I will figure out before that happens, but at this moment, it's January 22nd, 2024, and I was diagnosed last month with autoimmune atrophic gastritis and pernicious anemia and gastric carcinoids. I was thinking maybe I had a hernia or an ulcer because of the way that I was feeling. And so I went to get checked out, and that's how they found what is going on with me. I do not have a hernia or an ulcer. So I've been having a little bit of frustration with the modern medicine model, where they are really great at what they do, but then they're really limited at what they do too. So, for example, despite me having gastric or, stomach upset symptoms, discomfort, and this, underlying disease in my gut, and then the tumors that are growing, the gastric carcinoids are a neuroendocrine tumor. So yeah, cancer. But I'm lucky enough that the type I have, there are 3 types, and I guess I have, so far as they think right now, type 1, which is the laziest, slowest type of cancer or type of tumor. And so anyway, I guess I'm grateful for that. However, I'm concerned with this, this disease process that created the tumors, like caused my cells to go haywire and start making tumors. Because I also have another thing I was realizing today talking to one of the specialists is that I have something called gastric intestinal metaplasia. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm not even going to try to show you this because they're so far in the distance that if I turn the camera around, you probably wouldn't see them anyway. They'd be like specks on the horizon. But up ahead of me on the hill in front of me is a herd of deer, and they are just majestic. Anyway, sorry, nature, ADD. So basically, that metaplasia can also turn to dysplasia, which can also turn to the worser types of stomach cancer. And they definitely need to monitor that and keep up with what's going on there. I don't know how much of my medical history is safe to share on the internet or not. I'm one of those dumbasses who probably overshares and puts myself at risk for malicious operators, because there are apparently malicious operators out there. So I'm going to try to be careful with specifics. You know, it's definitely something I want to share in case it helps other people that find my videos that have the same thing going on. But I also want to be careful and protect myself. From what I understand, these neuroendocrine tumors are fairly rare. This autoimmune atrophic gastritis is fairly rare. If you know of somebody with gastritis, my type of gastritis is not probably the same as what they have. I do not have like too much acid where I need to take antacids and, bring down the level of acid. My stomach is actually no longer producing the acid that it should. So I'm also at risk for malabsorption issues, like I've been persistently anemic. I guess that's, where the pernicious anemia comes in, and other deficiencies of vitamins and minerals like B vitamins and D, and yeah, I don't even know what all. Like I said, I was not expecting this. I did not know this was going on. There is no family history of this, although they do think that some of the autoimmune components could be genetically predisposed. So as I try to figure out the details of what's going on with me and what to do about it, I will share them with you. In the meantime, I just want to launch my intention to do everything I can to be as healthy as I can for as long as I can. I've already been, for years, decades, trying to find out each new thing and try each new thing and figure out the best things that work for me. And let me just tell you, if if you could get an A for effort, I think I would have an A or an A plus or something. But health wise, it doesn't really feel like that. So you'll have to bear with me as I try to figure out what is going to work with me, and as I have varying degrees of success or failure with what I'm working on. As of right now, I'm trying to increase my amount of daily steps every day. I have a Fitbit and it tracks my steps. I wear it all the time. I am a data geek, so I love anything that provides me data. And according to Fitbit, I averaged 5,500 steps a day last year in 2023. So right now, I am trying to get 7,000 steps a day. I know it's not a lot, but with everything I have going on, just logistically in my life and with these health limitations, I want to be sure that I am gradually leveling up, so that I can sustain any improvements that I make. So 7,000 steps a day is one of my goals right now, and I've been doing really pretty good with that. The person who encouraged me the most to have a daily step goal to try to reach for is a channel by the name of Victoria Fasting. I encourage you to check her out. She's doing shorts right now every day to let us know how she's doing with her daily step goal, which is 20,000 steps a day. Wow. She's doing it too. So she's doing that, and then she also posts weekly videos about her efforts with health and wellness, and she's very fasting oriented. She's also really into weight maintenance right now. So if that's where you're at or where you want to be, she's a really good inspiration for that. So, another goal of mine is that I'm trying to clean up my sleep hygiene. I had a little bit of trouble understanding the way Fitbit was tracking. Fitbit tracks your sleep every night, and I think for 2023, I was averaging a score of like, I think it was around 80 or 82. I don't know what that means in terms of like hours of sleep a night, but it would be nice to increase my grade of 80 to turn that into more of a grade of like 90 or so. And the way I'm going to try to get to that is I'm trying to sleep for like 7 hours a night, I believe was my goal. Yeah, 7 hours a night. And so that's another one of my health goals. And then as far as my eating goes, because I'm a big believer in like, food is medicine, food can be poison, and food is medicine. And I'm trying to definitely do the food is medicine type of end of the spectrum. I am gravitating, I've been pretty regularly kind of Mediterranean sort of oriented, the Mediterranean diet, which I think is probably one of the best, that are, what the doctors have told me anyway, is one of the best to follow. But I'm friends with a more holistic natural practitioner, and I've been talking to her about my new diagnoses and the stuff that I've been struggling with, and she is recommending that I think about the paleo diet, because it tends to be more anti-inflammatory. And so I may be moving to a more paleo type of diet. Not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but hopefully, as I share videos, I'll be able to share details on that. But definitely trying to eat as natural as possible, cut out processed food, fast food, junk food, chemicals, and things of that nature. And yeah, so I'm not doing anything right now specifically with certain calorie count or, yeah, not there yet, but we'll see. We'll see how things evolve as we go. I do weigh every day, and my highest weight so far in recent years has been right around the 240 mark. That's 240 pounds American. Right now, as of today, I was 227 ish. I don't remember exactly. It was like 227.6 or something. And I weigh every day, not to be obsessive about it, but because, like I said, I'm a data geek, and I like to watch how the numbers on the scale go up or down depending on choices that I make in life. And I find it motivating. I find it motivating, even whether the scale moves in the direction that I want it or not. I really like to see like what my body does over time. I've had this scale, this smart scale that connects to my phone with an app. Thank you to my friend Annie, who gave that to me for Christmas a couple years ago. I've been weighing on that thing, I swear, like almost every day since she gave it to me, like 2 years ago. So I have like 2 years of data on that thing, y'all. And it is so cool to see how reliable my body is. We get really down on our bodies really easily in our culture, especially when we're having health problems like I am, especially when we're obese like I am, especially when we're making efforts to try to do all the right things and we still can't seem to lose the weight. Yeah, we have a tendency to kind of hate our bodies, right? And not at all be grateful or cognizant of just what miracles we are walking around in. Yeah, I look at that data from the scale over the last 2 years. If I could figure out how to like edit these videos and post pictures, I would show y'all. But my body has been really pretty consistent. I'm not a perfect straight line. Like I have my ups, I have my downs, just like I think anybody does. But over the long haul, my body's it's almost been a straight line. And I've tried, everything to try to lose weight. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been frustrating to not lose weight, but now that I'm understanding some of the stuff that's going on with my body, I now recognize that this entire time that my body has been struggling with these malabsorption issues related to this stomach disease, this autoimmune disease, this whole time my body's just been, putting the work in to keep me safe, to keep me, alive and as well fed as it can possibly manage, right? So anyway, I'm getting in the weeds a little bit there, sorry, but yeah, I've recently been learning to love my body. There are other goals that I have that I'll probably talk about if I keep doing these videos that are not very specifically, I don't know, health or fitness or diet related. I have goals to educate myself. I have different subjects that I'm trying to study up. I've kind of created a curriculum for myself, so I'm working on that. I'm trying to get back to daily journaling. I'm trying to learn to meditate. I'm freaking loving yoga. I've been going to yoga every single week for, well, this coming August will be 2 years, every single week for 2 years. Maybe that's not a big deal for some of you people who do yoga every day. But to get up and get out and go to this class first thing every Thursday morning for 2 years, coming up on 2 years, that's a lot. That's a lot for me. And I love it, and I love my teacher. And I don't really think she has a social media presence, but Dana Maria, if you're watching this, shout out to you. You are saving my life. I've told you that. I'm learning so much from yoga and from her. I was attending a great meditation class for a while with my friend Augusta, if you happen to be seeing this. And my great teacher for that, Ruth, but I've since put a pin in that just while I try to take some time to figure out everything else that's going on with me. I think I've learned enough that I'm just trying to digest what I've learned. But I'm trying to make yoga and meditation a more regular practice for myself. Yeah, I mean, a lot of goals. They're all self-improvement oriented, just trying to be as excellent as possible, despite my obstacles. The obstacle is the way. That's a shout out to Ryan Holiday and the Stoic community. I'm learning a lot about Stoic philosophy, and that is also saving my life. So thank you for anybody in that community. But before I start really rambling and getting into a lot of weeds and things like that, I just wanted to get this first video out there, and hopefully if I do this regularly, I'll figure out a format that is the most digestible for my friends or family or anybody who might be watching. If you have questions or comments or any information to share, I encourage you to please do so. I will just say that if there's anything very private for yourself or private from my life, let's just make sure we're cognizant of that and, keeping ourselves protected and everything. So, but I'll probably share other more private ways to reach me if folks want to do that. Because I know sometimes the comment section is a little limited on these social media platforms. But anyway, thanks for listening, and thanks for being here, and thanks for sharing this part of the journey with me. I hope you have a beautiful evening, and I hope you have the best of health.